Alright, first long run of 2020 done. Yep, I'm gonna talk about the Rapha Festive 500, but I'm gonna have to walk the dog first. Maya, come here. Hi, yeah, so the Rapha Festive 500, it's actually the day after that first long run of the year. Just so much going on, so got caught into some stuff. But yep, the Rapha Festive 500, it's actually a yearly tradition for me. It's the first time that I actually needed 8 days of that festive week to accumulate 500k, but it was fun this year. Of course, it's a little different because now I have a daughter and then I have a lot going on, but I'm glad I made it through. I just barely finished 500k. I think I so ride number one, I rode from here in Glenelia up to Manipis and then to Strawberry Cantipla and then to Trans Central Highway. I did it in December 24. It was actually the day Typhoon Ursula came to the Philippines, and I think Cebu was signal number two. I didn't think it was that much of a storm, to be honest, because it was just drizzling outside, and then as soon as I went up Manipis, it was like a storm. Day two, I went home to Alcantara. It's actually also a tradition of mine to go home to my hometown on the Christmas day, and fortunately for me, my sister was there, so it was a kind of a family reunion. The weather was in stark contrast to December 24, where we had Typhoon Ursula. In December 25, it was just super windy, but it's still super hot. So I slept in. Of course, I celebrated Christmas Eve here in my home in Minglanilla, and then I woke up like super late. So I started riding at around 2 p.m. So I ended up riding 150k, if I remember it right. But yeah, it took me like 6 hours total to ride. It was pretty dark when I get home, but it was fun. Challenging because it's the longest route that it's the longest ride I rode for the Festive 500. Number three, or day three, I kinda realized that I will be busy for the coming days, so I included some bike commutes in my Strava. If you do follow me on Strava, I have like 3-4 bike commute rides in my ride entries, because I just didn't think I could make it. But it was an efficient way of getting miles for the Strava Festive 500, and also getting things done, because during that week the traffic was insane as well. So it's easier to move around the city from Minglanilla to Cebu City, just commuting on a bike. Hold on a sec. I just realized 2 of my dogs are sleeping on me. Cool. So for ride number 4, was the only ride I was with somebody. I was with Itok and Lex when Lex was doing his Everesting, because it's an unfinished business for him. He failed to complete it on our attempt on December 7 because he was starting to feel sleepy on the descents, which is actually it's a smart decision for him, because it's very dangerous going down Trans Central Highway in the dark and then you're sleepy. So he pursued the Everesting challenge before the year ends, and he was able to finish it far faster from our time, actually. So we were happy for him.
Yes.
So there's actually 2 of us now in the island to finish the Everesting attempt. So that's good. It's a pretty solid mile as well, because we were doing a lot of climbing. So I joined Lex for his Everesting attempt, but not the whole way, just like 3 laps. So yeah, on my 5th ride, I went to Uling. I just a spur of the moment decision. I went there just to get in some miles, and then it was more of an uneventful ride. Actually, I just went there. I went straight to Uling. The weather was great on that day, actually, and as soon as I hit the peak of Uling, I decided to go to Campo Siete in Manipis and then descend there. So that was like a good 60k of riding. Uneventful, but it was a great way to ride and get in some awesome miles. I did it solo, so yeah, it was pretty boring. So ride number 6, I went to Hidden Paradise. It's a climb that I frequent near 2017 and 2018, but in 2019 I have never gone there except for that one. It's actually nice to be back there. I missed the view. The view is great there. I was actually chased down by dogs, but that was fun. So that was a good 50k of riding. It was the traffic in Naga and the end of Minglanilla was pretty bad actually, but despite that, it was a good ride. Made for a solid 50k of ride, so that was cool. Good. So the last entry for my Rapha Festive 500, I went up to Manipis. So if you've followed me in this channel, in my Facebook or in my Instagram, you know that that's my favorite climb. It's very close to my home. Going to the last day, December 31, I only have like 36k left to ride. So Manipis is like around 40k for me. So that was my last ride. I did meet a dog, which is like super cute. He followed me, but he almost caused me an accident, but that's all right. So the weather was great. I did it in the afternoon. There was no single ride in the Rapha Festive 500 except for the commutes that I did in early in the mornings. I always wake up late, so I always end up doing my rides in the afternoon. So yeah, that was a good way to end the ride or end the Rapha Festive 500. I did some pretty stupid things as well. I climbed a cliff. Check it out. So it was nice to end the year. Rapha Festive 500 always sets me up for a good year. Yeah, so I establish a good base to enter the new year. So I carry some sort of fitness, so I always do it, and it's a good way to be motivated and somehow be focused on the festive weeks. So yeah, nice. So that's it, my Rapha Festive 500. Alright, just for an ending, Chico wants to say hi. Say hi, Chico. He wants you to subscribe and hit that notification bell, or else he'll bite you. Bye.